Welcome to episode 103 of the Sports Marketing Machine podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Nizer. We're going to be starting a new series all about crafting a personalized experience for your fans and how this helps you sell more tickets and create better engagement. What better way to kick off this series than to focus on a company that does it better than anyone else, and that's Amazon. Every time you browse, they analyze your habits and they serve up options that feel tailor-made just for you. Here's the big question. Why aren't teams doing the same thing? Today, we're going to dig into the psychology behind personalized recommendations. Why do they work so well? How Amazon uses personalization to increase sales. How sports teams can use similar strategies to sell more tickets. And some real examples of personalized fan marketing done right. Let's get right to it. Welcome to the Sports Marketing Machine podcast, the show that helps those working in sports level up your marketing so you can sell more tickets, increase your merchandise sales, and grow your fan base. I'm your host, Jeremy Nizer. If this is your first episode, thank you so much. If this is your 103rd episode, appreciate you tuning in. It's an honor and a privilege to show up every single week to help you and provide you with actionable tactical strategies to help you just sell more tickets and grow your fan base. All right, so we talked about Amazon in the opener being really good at personalization. I strongly encourage you to open up the app or go to their website, Amazon.com, check it out. I just went on it, and it says you or yours 10 times on the homepage. Do you think they're personalizing things specific to me? Absolutely. Before we talk about how and why and what have you and what they're doing, the whole concept of Amazon, they decided many years ago that they were going to focus on personalization in everything that you do. They're going to be able to craft things for you, from your purchases to all these different things. But just look on the homepage. Count how many times it says you or yours. I counted 10 times. So let's dig into the psychology behind personalization and why it works. So on Amazon's side, their recommendation engine taps into three core psychological principles that increase conversions. You buy more stuff, right? And brand loyalty. Number one, the familiarity effect. When we see personalized suggestions based on our past behavior, we feel comfortable and understood. It's like when you go to a restaurant that you've been to numerous times, you know exactly what to expect. You feel comfortable, you feel understood. So when I go to Chick-fil-A, I feel comfortable, I feel understood. When I go to Amazon, same thing. This increases the likelihood of making a purchase when you feel comfortable and understood. Number two, the power of social proof. Amazon does better than anyone else. In fact, they created this, right? The social proof here. Amazon shows customers who bought this also bought this, because people trust actions of others. If a product is popular, must be good. If a product is popular, it must be good. If this tennis shoes has 5-star ratings and a whole bunch of those, and it says customers who bought this also bought this, it must be good, because Amazon's telling us it must be good. Number three, decision simplification. When there are too many options, people are overwhelmed. Too many options, people are overwhelmed. I can remember a study many years ago called about the Cheesecake Factory. They used to give you the menu, and it was the size of a dictionary, at least it felt like. There was just too many options. It overwhelmed people. People were in the restaurant too long. They took too long to order, and they weren't profitable because the menu was too big. People took forever to order. So the typical time in there, let's call it 45 minutes, they've made the change the Cheesecake Factory has to their menu being very simple. I live in California. In-N-Out has 3 things on the menu. Option A, B, or C. That's it. Too many options overwhelm people, and Amazon is really good about just showing you personalized recommendations to narrow the choices, making decisions easier. That's the three things from a psychological perspective of why personalization works: familiarity, the power of social proof, and decision simplification. So how does Amazon use personalizations to increase sales? I just went through a few of those, but the data side of things, behind the curtain here, Amazon doesn't just recommend random products. It curates experiences based on behaviors using the following things. There's probably a boatload more, but I'm going to give you the top four. Browsing and purchase history. What you bought before. Similar items based on your past interactions, what you threw in your cart, what you were checking out, what you were reading, your purchase history. That's one. People also bought features. Social proof to encourage impulse buys. Time-sensitive offers. Personalized deals that are designed to create urgency, and predictive analytics. They know what you'll want before you know what you want. They already know that I'm already out of dish detergent. They've already sent it to me and said, hey, looks like you're almost out of this, or you're almost out of printer ink. Like, how do you know that I'm already almost out of printer ink? Like, I don't even know that I'm almost out of printer ink, but they already know. They take the decision-making process for you off your plate. They make it super simple. The subscribe and save. Like, many people, myself included, sign up for the subscribe and save for numerous things so I don't have to think. So they know how long on average the ink in your printer is going to last. They know how long on average your dish detergent should last. And they just know buying patterns and what have you. So they have this predictive analytics that they know things before you know what you'll need or want. So that's such impressive data, and to be able to have that, like, you know things before someone else does. That's just amazing. So Amazon does all of those things, which is great. Awesome. But what does that mean for us as a sports team? Well, when we're thinking about personalization, there's a whole lot of things that teams aren't doing. Sure, we're doing the basics. So when you're sending out an email out of your email blast, you're personalizing it. It'll say, Dear Andy, Dear Joe, Dear Kurt, Dear Sally, or whomever you're sending it to. We're also, for the most part, doing a pretty good job of trying to get single game buyers or multi-game buyers to get mini plans or season tickets, or even get them to special experiences. We're doing a really good job. I got a bunch of single game buyers in my list. I'm sending them out, trying to get them to come to more games. Great. Like that, like, we get it. You want people to come back out. Teams are doing these things, what have you. But I think we need to turn on the thinking caps of really different personalization, like driving even deeper here. So let me give you some real life examples, some opportunities. So MLS teams, they use geo-targeting, sending offers based on a fan's home location and past purchases. They know in this specific zip code, these type of people buy these type of packages. We're going to target them with a specific offer. The NBA personalized emails that were specifically referencing the fan's favorite player. And they know this based on some of the things that you've been doing potentially in your NBA app, or what teams you're following, or what have you. Minor League Baseball does a pretty good job with this. Birthday game offers. So you're sending out emails. Hey, Johnny, your birthday's coming on up. We'd love to see you out here at our ballpark during the summer. So you're personalizing it to a specific fan based on their birthday, and say, hey, your birthday's coming up May 10th. We've got a game on May 10th. Bring 3 of your friends with you, and we'd love to see you at the ballpark for this specific thing. Teams are doing that. That's great. If you're not, great idea there. NFL teams, upselling parking and concessions, sending pregame offers based on previous game day purchases. And I even see like monster truck companies, the monster trucks that are doing these things. If you bought tickets, they're going to try to send on over to you an upsell opportunity to do a pit pass. Hey, you and your guest, or you and your friend, to be able to upsell and buy that, right? So they're very personalized based on purchases. But those are some things, some real life examples. So for you to put on your thinking cap, think through opportunities. what are some things that you can do now to provide opportunities for upsell or enhance the fan experience and personalize it for someone? So let me give you an example or an idea. Let's just say you've got a youth sports team coming. They're 8-10 soccer team or a 8-10U hockey team or the 10 and under baseball team coming to your game. You know they're coming. You know they're going to be doing something. They're either doing their team party, they're going to go on the field or the ice before the game with the team. What are some opportunities for upsells? What would be some things that they would want? Guarantee they like ice cream. Guarantee they probably want to purchase some balls for some autographs if they have that opportunity. What are some personalized things that you could do for them that you're thinking about their situation to say, hey, this would be right for them? So continue to think about that. And the fan experience side of things. How many times are you guys recognizing people for them being at your game for the first time? Do you have pins made? Do you make announcements? Do you recognize? Do you say thank you to people who attend your game for the first time? Like, that would be something that I would absolutely think through. What could we do to really thank our fans who have never been to a game before, who came to a game? Next week, I've got a special guest, and we're going to dig into the targeting side of things, segmenting, communication, and a few case studies. Boy, this is going to really blow your hats off next week because we're going to dig into all of this. We're going to talk about offers and segmenting and lists and why some offers really shouldn't be presented to people and why some should. So I'm super excited for next week's episode, but we're talking all about personalization. Amazon's such a great spot to start this series because you can look at Amazon right now and see how they're personalizing things for you. And maybe this jogs your memory or gets you thinking creatively about different things that you could do to personalize the experience for fans when they come to your games. Until next week.